Right now, a grim milestone for the pandemic, the rate in which deaths are climbing.
Plus, not enough vaccines. That's the message the CDC is sending to states as it prepares for the first shipment of shots. We'll tell you who might not get one the first go around.
This is News 3 Now this morning.
Good Monday morning, folks. Glad you're starting your week off with us. I'm Leah Linshine.
And I'm Chris Stanford. 1 million cases confirmed in the first 5 days of December. That comes ahead of an expected surge in cases following the Thanksgiving holiday. The U.S. is on pace to have more than 15 million confirmed cases of the coronavirus by the end of this week. As cases rise, so do the number of people in hospitals. Across the country, the number of people hospitalized topped 100,000 for a fourth straight day yesterday.
For the first time since the start of the pandemic, COVID-19 has become the leading cause of death in the U.S. Over the last week, an average of 2,000 people died from the virus every day. In total, more than 282,000 Americans have died from the virus since the start of the pandemic. If current trends continue, we will hit 300,000 deaths by the end of next week.
Wisconsin is reporting a significant drop in new cases, which is pretty common for Sundays. DHS and county dashboards show an increase of nearly 2,600 infections. That's down from more than 4,100 new cases Saturday. 13 more people have died, while 59,000 of the state's 412,000 all-time cases remain active.
I'm Josh Ryder, working from home. Developing this morning at 6:01. The president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, is in the hospital after testing positive for the coronavirus. Giuliani was admitted to Georgetown University Hospital yesterday, but no additional details have been provided on his condition. Giuliani tweeting overnight an update saying, quote, "I'm getting great care and feeling good, recovering quickly and keeping up with everything." The former New York City mayor is 76 years old. It's unclear when he first tested positive, but he's been at several events without a mask over the last few weeks, disputing elections results.
More than 1.3 million children have now tested positive for the coronavirus. That data, compiled by the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Children's Hospital Association, found the week ending November 26th saw the largest weekly increase in kids' cases since the pandemic began.
The American Academy of Pediatrics now recommends children and teenagers should wear a face covering even when playing sports outside. It acknowledges that masks should not be worn during some competitions like gymnastics or wrestling because the covering could impair vision or become a choking hazard.
As we continue into the winter months, illnesses like the cold and the flu start to become more common. Add that to the pandemic, and many families may be wondering how they can boost their immune systems.
Chris Reese is in this morning with advice from an SSM Health family physician who is sharing some advice on how to stay healthy this winter.
Dr. Michelle Raleigh says there are lots of ways that you can boost your family's immune systems, but her #1 suggestion is at least 30 minutes of regular activity, and it can be as simple as a routine of family exercise framed in a fun light.
Instead of saying to the kids, you know, hey, let's go out and exercise, more like let's play. Families can go for walks together, bike rides, play basketball, swimming is a great option if there's a pool available, things that they can do together to have fun. Because another way to boost the immune system is laughter.
You heard that right. Laughter can reduce stress and anxiety, all while making you feel good, which improves your body's immunity. Raleigh also says to eat the rainbow. The variety of nutrients from colorful fruits and veggies will boost your overall health. And be sure to set a regular sleep schedule, as this is when your body produces the white blood cells needed to fight off illness. In addition to doing all of these things, Raleigh reminds families to stay up to date on their annual exams and checkups. Now, our Time for Kids Recipe for Health team is asking what you want to hear about. Let us know what health topics you're interested in, or share your family's health story with us online at ssmhealth.com/timeforkids.
Thanks, Chris. As cases continue to surge, Costco is continuing to offer special hours for seniors and other vulnerable shoppers. At most stores, hours for seniors 60 and older or members with disabilities or immune concerns are 9 to 10 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday. However, many locations have varying hours, so you should check your location to confirm those.
6:04 now. Hattie McLean keeping an eye on our first warn weather to start out our work week. Hi there, Hattie.
Good morning, Leah. Yeah, I'm talking about what's going to happen at the end of the week. Relatively quiet until we get to Friday. So let's focus on Friday and the upcoming weekend. We'll see precipitation move back into the area. Here's our future track forecast model. Starting at 7:30 in the morning, it's dry, just cloudy for southern Wisconsin. Rain moves into the southern part of the state through the day on Friday. It's going to be a pretty wet day for us here in southern Wisconsin. Looking more like December, though, in the northern part of the state with snow on the colder side of the system. Our rain will come to an end on Saturday. There is a chance for some precipitation during the afternoon as the storm system wraps up and moves out of the area. Best chances for snow, though, will likely remain in the northern part of the state. We're not looking at any major snow accumulations just yet for southern Wisconsin. So here's a look at our precipitation expectations from this storm. Right now, it's looking like mainly rain for the southern part of the state, anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch in our western viewing area. As far as snow is concerned, again, right now, best chances for accumulating snow will be in the Northwoods later this week into the upcoming weekend. Still several days, though, and the exact track of this storm is definitely not set in stone, so we'll keep you updated if anything changes throughout the week. No precipitation, snow, or rain really showing up on the state right now as we look at Doppler track. There have been a few light snow flurries out over Lake Michigan, but for southern Wisconsin, nothing happening precipitation-wise this morning. Our temperatures are in the low 30s, 30 here in Madison, 31 in Platteville and Lone Rock, 32 in Janesville. Winds are nearly calm in many spots, so no real wind chill to talk about this morning. Take a look at our future track forecast model. It's doing a very good job forecasting the clouds today. Wish I could say that these clouds are going to clear and that we'll have sunshine, but that does not look to be the case today. We're going to be stuck with these low clouds right through the afternoon, mainly dry for southern Wisconsin with highs in the upper 30s. Clouds are expected to stick around even into tonight. Not a whole lot happening around here, no big wind shift to move those clouds out. Now those clouds will start to clear on Tuesday as our wind shift around to the south and west, so look for a clearing trend late in the day. That'll set us up for lots of sunshine and pretty nice conditions Wednesday and Thursday with highs in the mid to upper 40s. Again, those chances for precipitation are back on Friday.
Yeah, hoping for a little bit of snow to come soon, Hattie. Thank you very much. 6:06 now. Vaccinations for the coronavirus could begin in the U.S. as soon as this week. The FDA is meeting on Thursday to talk about issuing an emergency use authorization for Pfizer's vaccine candidate. If it's granted, it would be approved for anyone over the age of 16. Distribution could start as soon as it's authorized, though officials say the same vaccine would likely be delivered next Tuesday. Data shows the vaccine to be 95% effective. The CDC is recommending that frontline workers and the elderly be the first to receive it. The United Kingdom, meanwhile, has already approved the Pfizer vaccine for its citizens. It plans to begin giving out the first shots tomorrow. The UK is the first Western country to approve any vaccine for the virus. Their health department is also recommending those shots go to the most high-risk individuals and healthcare workers. Distribution is already underway, sending doses out across the country. The first supply of the vaccine was delivered over the weekend.
Ahead of approval of vaccines here in the U.S., Americans are shifting their opinions. A majority of Americans now say they would get a vaccine for the coronavirus when one becomes available. In total, 60% of adults say they intend to get it. According to data from Pew Research, that's up 9% from September, but still lower than earlier in the year. Back in May, 72% of Americans said that they were going to get the vaccine. Whether they want to or not, some Americans may be required to take the COVID vaccine, but that order would likely not come from the federal government. Health and legal experts tell USA Today that state governments and private business owners may set their own requirements. Mandates could be enacted once the FDA grants full authorization of a vaccine. Those will require you to get the shot before you're allowed to return to school or work. Current laws do not allow businesses to require a vaccine that is only authorized for emergency use, so a mandate would likely not happen until it's certified by the FDA.
The first shipment of vaccines may fall short of expectations. That's the message the CDC is sharing with health officials across the country. The agency let states know how many doses will be in the initial shipment, and it looks like it won't be enough to fully vaccinate the people designated as top priority. Federal officials estimate about 40 million vaccines will be available if the FDA approves Moderna's and Pfizer's vaccines. Because both vaccines require 2 shots, that's only enough for 20 million people to be fully vaccinated. And though vaccines are coming soon and we can see some light at the end of the tunnel now, health experts are warning us not to let our guard down. White House Coronavirus Task Force Coordinator Dr. Deborah Birx says the vaccine is critical, but it's not enough to save us from this current surge. That's something she says we have to do ourselves. She says now is the time to stay vigilant in mask wearing and in social distancing.
Time right now is 6:09 on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at your first warn traffic maps as we get this new work week started. Right now across the Madison Metro, we're not seeing any major issues. Let's zoom into the Isthmus and downtown Madison right now, where we're starting to see a little bit of color popping up along East Washington Avenue, but nothing that's going to slow you down too much. Right now, drive times as you head into the city, still moving along just fine. That's your first warn traffic.
6:10 now. Coming up, restaurants might be having a tough time during the pandemic, but they're still stepping up to help others in need this holiday season. Christina Laurie's Make a Difference Monday is after the break.
And coming up later, new information about the challenges of virtual learning, where students are struggling the most.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields online. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
You were always the responsible one. So much like me. Always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
Ladies, check it out. So strong, so not ripped.
What are we talking about?
That's the Hefty Ultra Strong bag.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Give me the bag.
Get Hefty Ultra Strong at a low price.
I got your back, you got mine. Think about you all the time. Together we can come through. That's what love's made of. A little taste of home is worth sharing.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get a great deal on Tacoma, RAV4, Camry, and more.
I'll take it.
I'll get this wrapped up for you. I wish I hadn't just unwrapped it.
Right now, during Toyotathon, you can get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry or 2021 RAV4.
Toyotathon is on. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving and other benefits, like emergency roadside service, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
That makes saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
To the thousands of Herzing University nursing and healthcare alumni, for your tireless commitment, and to all of your brave colleagues across America, we say thank you.
I'm possible at Herzing.
And a live look outside from our Edgewater sky camera this morning. With clouds in place, we're not able to see any daylight just yet from this sky camera shot. 30 degrees here in Madison. Luckily, there's not much of a wind chill. Those winds are northerly at just 5 miles per hour. Here's a look at temperatures elsewhere across southern Wisconsin. 28 in the Dells this morning, 30 in Madison, 31 in Platteville, and 32 in Janesville. Again, weather track showing you that the deck of clouds pretty extensive across southern Wisconsin this morning. morning. No breaks in the cloud cover, so look for cloudy skies all day today. Here's your virtual learning forecast. If you're looking for an opportunity to get outside, no issues with the weather today, just cloudy skies, but temperatures will still be a little bit above normal for this time of the year, hitting highs in the upper 30s later on this afternoon. Winds are expected to stay light all day today. Coming up in that next half hour, I'll talk more about the pattern change that will bring some precipitation back to southern Wisconsin.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Addie. 6:14. Congress is set to resume stimulus talks today. A bipartisan group of lawmakers are finalizing a $900 billion piece of legislation aimed at helping businesses and the unemployed. But unlike last time, there is no $1,200 stimulus check for every American. Senators working on this bill say this is a long-term stimulus bill, not a relief bill. They say their focus is more on the next 3 to 4 weeks to help those in the greatest need.
The Overture Center for the Arts says it's lost more than $12 million in revenue since the start of the pandemic. A leader within the organization says they're now working with roughly a quarter of the staff they had back in March, and they've cut costs to just 1/3 of what they once were. Since then, they've launched a successful online fundraiser, and they recently got more than $300,000 in relief.
It's really a combination of cost savings and donations and digital programming and whatever you can do in that space to keep your company alive.
VP of Development Emily Greenwald says she anticipates audiences can get back in at the earliest by this coming fall.
The Madison Symphony Orchestra is extending its postponement of all concerts and events through next May. Although you might not be able to see them in person, you can still listen to their music. The orchestra plans to produce small performances made free to the public this spring. Directors say they want to provide a gift to give back to the community.
Madison is a strong community. When we come out of this, at the other end of the pipeline, we're all going to be together making great music for our community again, and we're looking forward to wonderful days ahead.
So are we. Well, the orchestra's annual Christmas concert will also be adapted to go virtual this year. You can register for the free concert right now at madisonsymphony.org.
6:16 now. The concept behind paying it forward is simple, right? Someone does something nice for you, and in turn, you do something nice for someone else.
Yeah, now swap the word paying for cooking, and you have the name of one of Madison's newest organizations and the focus of this week's Making a Difference Monday. Here's Christina Laurie.
Hi guys, Cook It Forward was created back in June as a partnership between local restaurants and nonprofits. A group of Madison chefs came up with the idea to create their own end-to-end distribution network, basically their own supply chain to cook delicious meals and deliver them to folks in need. It's a great premise. Now 14 restaurants are involved, including this pair of Capitol Square staples. We have the Old Fashioned, Harvest, both owned by you, Tammy Lax. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
So when you first heard of this idea, what is the main reason that you decided to get involved?
Well, I mean, it's a win-win for everyone who is involved. It's a win for the community, people in need who are looking for food that's crafted well and is purchased locally from our local farmers. And it's also allowing me to keep a part-time person employed where I wouldn't normally be able to do so during these times. So it's an amazing project for us.
And as a business owner, you've worked your entire life in restaurants. I can imagine that keeping those workers employed is really emotional and important to you. Can you speak about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's paramount for me. You know, I mean, these are people who wear their heart on their sleeves. They work so hard every day for really not a whole lot of money. And you know, they have families to support and mortgages to pay. We all do, but you know, when you're working in a small restaurant with people, they really become your extended family. So that's how you view them, and when they're suffering, we're suffering. So, you know, we're taking care of our families through this program.
Every little bit helps. So
Absolutely.
Can you walk us through how exactly does this work?
Yeah, so what we do is we're involved every other week. We prepare 150 meals every other week, and we prepare foods that have both protein and vegetarian versions. So we'll get an order that tells us what we need to make. So we create a menu. We create our menu according to what is in season and what our farmers kind of have a bulk of, you know. So if somebody says we have an awful lot of cauliflower this week, you know, we're going to create a dish that will feature cauliflower.
It's like the do-good version of Chopped.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. So, and it's, you know, it's how we run our restaurant on a day-to-day basis, is we create food that's in season. So this is an extension of that for us. So it's wonderful.
Thank you so much for all the good you're doing, keeping these workers employed, feeding folks in need. And now it's where all of you at home come in. So coming up in about 30 minutes, we're going to explain how you can get involved and keep Cook It Forward moving forward. Back to you.
Christina, thank you. In the meantime, if you're already convinced and you'd like to donate to Cooking It Forward, Christina has posted a guide on how to do that. Just search Make a Difference Monday over on channel3000.com.
What a great idea. 619, the pandemic, not just hurting businesses, experts say it's damaging our educational system. The move to virtual schooling has disrupted many students' learning. The deep divide among students that appeared in spring when they were remote learning then still happening. Research shows kids of color are the most impacted by the change, and numbers on the ground are showing dramatic drops in attendance, in academic participation, and in grade performance among all students. Teachers say most failing grades come from missing assignments and not wrong answers.
6:20 right now. Up next, we're taking work from home to a whole other level. How you can take it even more remote and why you might be saying aloha to your coworkers.
And coming up in our next half hour, we're starting off your work week with something to smile about. A World War II veteran from Wisconsin, known for his dance moves. Well, he's back on the dance floor. We have his latest viral video still ahead.
Protect the people in your life from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in our community. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
Updating your home? Looking for that fresh new piece? See what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. Discover one-of-a-kind finds and discounts on appliances, furniture, and building supplies. Whatever your project, do yourself a favor and visit Habitat Restore.
Your business is your pride and joy. You raised it with hard work, from nothing but a dream. And since you care so much, naturally you want to protect it from harm. That's where we come in. Because a great insurance policy is not a necessary evil. It's the best way to keep your business happy, healthy, and profitable. And that is the silver lining. Pamper your business with a policy from West Bend.
Starting at $14,995 or $230 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2018 or 19 Chevy Equinox starting at $14,995 or $230 per month.
Golden Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
These are real people, not actors, who've got their eczema under control. With less eczema, you can show more skin. So roll up those sleeves and help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is the first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between flare-ups. Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent saw clear or almost clear skin and had significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. So help heal your skin from within and talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
I want a client who comes in to feel comfortable and to know that their case is in good hands so they can relax and get on with their life as best as they can and let me do the fighting for them. That's how I want them to feel.
Gingras, Thompson & Walks.
All right, Miss Amy Larson always sending in just really stunning pictures of just kind of a wintry, cool start to December. A little frost on the corn this morning. Amy, thanks for sending in these pictures. We always appreciate it. What does your morning look like? Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning on social media so we can find and share your pictures right here on the program.
All right, 624 right now, trending this morning. If you're already working from home like me, there's a chance to take your work to an even more remote location. Hawaii is offering a free round trip to the state if you want to live there temporarily while you work. Their hope is people coming to work on the islands will help boost the state's economy. To get a ticket, all you have to do is stay for at least 30 days. That sounds easy, right? The first group of applicants will be accepted through next Tuesday. They'll pick 50 people for the first round, and more will be given tickets in the future as people go back to their home states. Leah, count me in. I will gladly trade this Christmas trio for some palm trees, and I can do a live shot from the beach. How does that sound?
You're a water boy, Josh. I knew you'd be heading to a beach. Me personally, I'd be going somewhere snowy right now. I want some snow. It's December. I'd be headed to Glacier National Park, be hanging out in a cave over there. Chris, what would your choice be?
There you go. Leah's going to be in a cave.
If they have Wi-Fi.
Oh, that sounds so luxurious. Hanging out in a cave. By the way, it's going to be 84 today in Hawaii, which sounds awful tempting right now. But I'm kind of with you, Leah, that I want some snow. You know, we're the holidays. You know, and I'm where I want to be, and I just need some snow to go along with it.
You know what? Idea. Let's all head up to Hattie's cabin, get a Wi-Fi, get like a little MiFi thing, so we have internet. Hattie, what do you think? You willing to host us?
It's a deal. It's small. It's 2 bedrooms, so we'll have to share. but yeah, you're welcome. We just need a great Wi-Fi signal, and we can go. Oh boy. Just wanted to let you guys know. And there's an outhouse, so there's that too. Let's get our pet walk forecast though up. This pet walk forecast, maybe Hudson is doing what we were talking about. Maybe they're working from home in Florida. What a great picture. This is the forecast, though, for southern Wisconsin, not Florida. Our high today is 39 degrees. We are going to have quite a few clouds in the area today. But thanks for sending that picture in. Take a look. Clouds cover pretty extensive across the region this morning.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Looks like you're not sleeping well.
How did you know? Hey, Megan!
Hey, you're that guy.
The My Pillow guy.
That's right, and I'm here to help you get the best sleep of your lives. Oh, you have a down pillow. Here's the problem with down pillows. You lay there, you feel comfortable, and guess what? It goes down, and you got one bent neck. So this pillow's no good, and I see you're sleeping on memory foam.
Right.
I'll show you what's wrong with that idea. Okay. Sleep's all about too high or too low, and I'm going to show you where your comfort level would be.
You know, that feels better.
Right, that's better, but I'm not going to sit and hold this all day. So every morning you're getting up like, you know, it's not good. Just like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. I had tried every pillow out there and none of them worked. That's why I invented My Pillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck aligned. Call or go online to take advantage of my best offer ever. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, you can get premium My Pillows, regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. That's right, only $29.98. That's the lowest price ever.
It feels great to wake up in the morning and feel well rested. It's shocking to me that a pillow could make this big of a difference in my life.
Sleep is one of the most important things to your health, and My Pillow is one of the most important things to your sleep. Call or go online now to take advantage of my best offer ever. Use the promo code to get queen size premium My Pillows, regularly $69.98 for only $29.98. Get king size My Pillows for just $5 more. It's the lowest price ever. You're sleeping better.
Much better.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopko Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopko Optical. You'll see.
Schedule an eye exam before your vision benefits or FSA funds expire.
To most people, the idea of fighting is unpleasant. But sometimes to make things right, it's necessary to fight. Some things are worth fighting for. If you or your family has been injured, you'll want a good law firm on your side to make things right again. Since 1930, Habish, Rotier has recovered more $1 million results for our clients than any other law firm in Wisconsin. Habish, Rotier. We fight for what's right.
A COVID vaccine may not be available for your kids until the second half of 2021. Why Dr. Jeff Pothoff with UW Health says you shouldn't be worried.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
For Monday morning, folks, it is December 7th. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. We expect to see the effects of Thanksgiving gatherings in the state's COVID numbers this week. Weekend numbers show a dip in new daily cases, but that's consistent with typical dips in testing rates. Healthcare workers have been concerned that holiday gatherings would overwhelm hospitals more than they already are. We likely won't see the effects of that until next week based on previous virus trends. Roughly 60,000 people have active cases of COVID this morning. The government could start distributing vaccine doses within the next few weeks, but your kids probably might not be able to get one for nearly another year. The CDC says kids and teenagers won't be able to get their doses until the second half of 2021. Dr. Jeff Pothoff from UW Health says the delay is probably a good thing since not a lot of research has been done on how well the vaccine works in kids. He says you shouldn't be worried, though, in that once it's available for kids, he won't have any problem with his kids getting vaccinated.
New this morning, California's Attorney General is President-elect Biden's pick to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. Javier Becerra is the second Latino to fill the Big Six cabinet seats, which include State, Defense, Treasury, AG, DHS, and HHS. The Hispanic caucus has been pushing the Biden administration to nominate a Latino to lead the HHS since they're disproportionately affected by the pandemic. Becerra has no medical training or experience in public health. He has been one of the most notable defenders of the Affordable Care Act. The Senate does have to confirm his nomination. Also new this morning, the Biden administration plans to name Rochelle Walensky as the head of the CDC. Walensky, currently the chief of infectious diseases at Mass Gen and a Harvard Medical School professor. She's an expert on AIDS and HIV. She would succeed Robert Redfield in leading that agency. His independence from politician interference has been questioned under the Trump administration. That position does not require Senate confirmation.
I'm Josh Ryder working from home this morning. Developing right now at 6:31, we're learning Attorney General William Barr could resign before President Trump's term ends. A source telling CNN Barr isn't happy with President Trump and his, quote, bullying. The president has been going against Barr recently, who's standing by a Justice Department investigation which found no evidence of widespread fraud in the election. Even if Barr chooses to stay, President-elect Joe Biden will pick a new AG to take his spot once he's in office.
State courts will decide whether Maple Bluff residents can keep a decades-old pier or get rid of it forever. Pier sat on the edge of a property called Outlot D, which gives people who don't live on the lake access to it. A new owner, Robert Dunn, says the property doesn't include the right to have a pier or store belongings. Some residents think otherwise. Now a judge will decide for them.
This is a small community. We're neighbors at the end of the day.
Right.
And the fact that we got, dragged into a lawsuit, we still think is sort of perplexing. But it didn't need to happen.
Dunn tells News 3 Now via email his intention is to uphold the right-of-way interests, but wants a clear and absolute definition of these rights recorded with the County Registrar of Deeds.
Health experts warn that a full table at your holiday gathering this year could mean an empty one at next year's. Until vaccines are widely available sometime next year, traditional gatherings are risky right now. This is why experts are once again asking you to sacrifice this year's celebrations so that you and your loved ones will all be there next year. Dr. Fauci is doing just that. He told USA Today he and his family will most likely scrap their Christmas plans, as they did for Thanksgiving. Holiday light displays are always a source of comfort this time of year, but now more than ever, they're a way to enjoy the season safely. We're seeing all kinds of impressive displays, but one man in Fitchburg might take the cake. Photojournalist Brian Troxell introduces us.
My first light show was in 2012. Thought I'd like to use some of my background in computers and software and sync up lights with music. Initially, it took a lot. It probably took me probably 100 hours just to build all the lights and get everything installed on the house. I mean, I don't do this for, you know, the glory or anything like that. And the best thanks I get is when I come home sometimes and there's families out here watching the show and they'll roll down their window and give me a thumbs up or say Merry Christmas. So that's all I need.
Our photographer Brian Troxell with that story. And Josh, I have to be honest, kind of thought the first time I saw that was your house.
He kind of has the same spirit of me, doesn't he? I love that story, and really, really good for him. It is also beginning to look a lot like Christmas on the East Coast, guys. Take a look at this new video out of Maine this morning. They are cleaning up after the first nor'easter of the season. It knocked out power to nearly 200,000 people over the weekend. Some places in Massachusetts saw more than a foot of snow. Now, I'm super jealous. I think a lot of other people are hoping for some snow, including Chris, both Chris's, both Chris Stanford and Chris Reese. Hattie, anything in the forecast?
I wish I could say so. I'm jealous as well. Not the losing power part, but definitely seeing that snow on the ground. Take a look. The results of that nor'easter showing you the snow depth this morning across Maine and parts of New England. But as we trend back towards the Great Lakes region, you'll notice that most places still have bare ground. Just a little bit of snow, a couple of inches on the ground through northern Minnesota, but that is it. No snow anywhere around Madison. Now, here's a look at our snow statistics. So far this year, we've gotten 2.3 inches, I should clarify, since July 1st. So this particular snow season, we are about 4 inches below normal for where we should be this time of the year. Last year at this time, we had nearly 16 inches of snow already on the books. So we're well below where we were last year. And we do have a little bit of snow in the forecast, but just a chance coming later on this weekend. Until we get to then, we're dealing with cloudy skies this morning and pretty mild conditions. We're talking highs near 50 on Wednesday, and that is definitely not conducive for any significant snow. Here's a look at what's happening across the area. High pressure in control right now. We do have clouds in the region, and that cloud deck extends all the way back into Minnesota and Iowa, so we're going to be stuck with these clouds all day today. A look at southern Wisconsin temperatures, and you'll see that temps are pretty close to 30. A couple of spots in the 20s. In the Dells and Juneau, you're in the upper 20s this morning. Everyone else, at least in the low 30s. Here's a look at our wind speeds. Winds are nearly calm in most locations, so no need to even talk about wind chill this morning. Our future track forecast model showing you that these clouds are going to stay put today. Temperatures will start to climb, but slowly today. As we head towards the lunch hour, we're looking at temperatures slowly getting back into the 30s. Highs today in the mid to upper 30s for southern Wisconsin, with mostly cloudy skies this afternoon. Those clouds are going to stick around through the overnight hours as well, so that means it's not going to be as cold tomorrow morning. Temperatures will likely be in the mid-20s. 40s though, low 40s on Tuesday with a clearing trend late in the day. That sets us up for lots of sunshine on Wednesday with a high of 48. We'll likely see some rain on Friday, possibly changing to some snow overnight. And then there's that chance for snow Saturday and Sunday, but it's not looking like several inches or anything like that just yet. So we'll keep an eye on the forecast and let you know if anything changes.
All right, Hattie, thank you. Let's take a look at your roads right now. 6:37, and your first warn traffic maps looking like this as we take a look at Dane County right now. Not seeing any major issues out there, just your typical Monday morning slowdowns across the viewing area. Rock County, much of the same. No crashes or major incidents and delays to speak of. A look at your drive times as you head out the door. We're moving around posted speeds on all the major highways and interstate. That's your first warn traffic.
Thanks, Josh. Cook It Forward is a collaboration between local restaurants and nonprofits meant to cook fresh meals and then distribute them to hungry families.
The organization is the focus of this week's Make a Difference Monday. Our Christina Laurie is back to explain how you can help.
Just 6 months in, Cooking It Forward is already making a major impact here in Madison. It's responsible for delivering nearly 50,000 meals to people in need, retaining 100% of restaurant workers at 14 local establishments, and paying local farmers nearly $150,000. And it's just getting started. Jesse Stebbins from Cooking It Forward joins us this morning. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much for reaching out. We appreciate this.
We never want to present a need and not give people a way to help. So how can someone who's watching this who wants to get involved do that?
Our biggest drive right now is raising money. We have donated funds that go directly to our restaurants to create healthy and fresh meals that we then distribute to local families in need. So if anybody's watching and can go to our website, cookitforwardmadison.com, and donate money for a meal, that is the most direct way that you can make an impact and help us out with our mission of essentially making a stronger Madison, supporting our local businesses and our families in need.
Do you think a program like this still has a place in Madison moving forward post-pandemic?
Most definitely. I mean, most definitely. Small businesses, especially restaurants that are so interwoven into the culture and of our community, have a huge social impact. And we kind of see this as a role we can play within our community. And we hope to keep Cook It Forward going on well past this pandemic being over and supplying meals to families in need and our local community members suffering from food insecurities.
And last question, if another business owner happens to see this and they want to get involved, they maybe want to bring their business in, are you accepting?
Yes, we are looking for more restaurant partners for the next quarter and into the next year, but there's also other ways that restaurants can participate. The Bonzo, for example, is donating a percentage of gift certificate sales to Cook It Forward. The Cork and Bottle liquor store right on East Johnson is donating all liquor sales for their whiskey raffle to Cook It Forward. So there's a lot of ways that local businesses can help out this cause.
There's something for everyone. Thank you so much for all the good that you're helping do too as well, Jesse.
Thank you very much.
And if anyone at home wants to contribute, as Jesse mentioned, you can head to that website. I put a link, an entire article up on our website, channel3000.com. Just search Make a Difference Monday.
Christina Laurie reporting for us. And if you know a person or an organization making a difference in our area, let us know so we can feature them in an upcoming segment. You can email us at tips@channel3000.com.
Trending this morning, a World War II Navy pilot is back with some of his signature dance moves. You might remember dancing Chuck Franschke from Waukesha. We showed you one of his viral videos at the beginning of the pandemic. Well, he is back with a new holiday dance to celebrate his 98th birthday, which is on the 22nd. We're going to let it play as we head to break. We'll be right back.
Season for dress boots is here, and Rogan's has your next pair. Savings with 30% off the best name brands. Get the latest trends today and save at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really. Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
Hey, Culligan. Got a water pitcher for the fam. Pretty safe, huh?
Well, basic water pitchers are passable, whereas a Culligan reverse osmosis system can reduce lead, arsenic, pesticide runoff.
It's not going fast enough. Just done with that.
When roads get wet and your tires are in bad condition, accidents happen. Meinake's technicians will inspect, repair, or replace your tires as needed to make sure you stay safe on the road. Stop in or make an appointment online today. Meineke, doing car care right.
Hey guys, listen up! This coronavirus thing has lasted forever. If we're gonna get back out there, we need to work together. We've got to take care of ourselves. So wear your mask, wash your hands, get your flu shot, social distance. The sooner we all do it, the sooner we can get back to the important stuff, like playing. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Keep your family warm this season with new winter boots. Rogan's has 20% off the best name brands for mom, dad, and the kids. Save on winter boots for the whole family at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Accurate news as it happens.
We want to make sure our vaccination sites are ready.
Right here, where you live.
Nearly half of Dane County's total COVID deaths have come in the last month.
Information that you can use.
These case counts are still testing our public health system and straining our hospital system.
From the team you can trust.
So many generous people are willing to help us.
For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now.
6:45 now. If you're still finishing off your holiday gift list, we're here to help you out with some local suggestions. Madison Magazine has a list of local gifts so your money can stay local and you don't have to worry about meeting any shipping deadlines. Here are some of our favorites. We're taking a look at the old-fashioned gift box from the Old Sugar Distillery. Runs around $50. Then Keats and Apple has a little gift set with all of their jams and jellies, honey and crackers. Really cute gift there. We also have some candied nuts from Nut Crack. You can get 3 1-pound boxes for right around $60. Lots of options here. The real question, Josh, is which one are you getting me?
Well, the old-fashioned one, of course. And actually, Leah, you've gotten me on them. That's been my new thing now. Whenever I'm looking for a drink, old-fashioned, the brandy sweet is always my go-to right now. So I can thank you for that.
Oh, I'm tearing up. I am so proud of you, Josh. Yes, old-fashioned. It's the way to go. Chris, you're more of the Nut Crack kind of a guy, aren't you?
Yeah, those nuts sound really good. Do we get each other gifts? So this is my first Christmas with you guys. What do we do like a Secret Santa thing, or do we get each other gifts?
So I do. I actually bought all of you cheese advent calendars, and none of you are at work anymore, so you don't get them. I opened a couple of them myself at home, and Zach and I were just snacking on 3 different cheese advent calendars the other day. But the people who were in the newsroom got theirs. Okay. Sorry, Chris, you missed out.
I see how it is.
You hang in there. I'll bring you some wine for Christmas. Hattie, a little wine from Highland. Just my typical gift for you guys. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, you know, we usually do a Secret Santa in the newsroom, but I don't know, there are so few people actually working in the newsroom. I'm not sure how that would play out this year, but that's what we've done in the past. This morning, not looking so much like Christmas just yet. We have bare ground here across southern Wisconsin. Oh, so dark still outside. Just not able to see anything from the Edgewater sky camera shot. We don't have any issues with fog, though, which is the good news. Let's take a look at satellite and radar combined. That's our weather track map, and it is showing you a pretty thick deck of clouds across southern Wisconsin. No real breaks in those clouds at all, so we're stuck with cloudy skies this morning. Here's a look at our current temperatures. At least it's not terribly cold under the clouds early today. 30 here in Madison, 33 in Boscobel, 28 this morning in the Dells. Temperatures over the next 12 hours are going to climb back into the upper 30s later on this afternoon, so not terribly cold either. Temperatures close to 40 later on today. Those clouds, though, are going to stick around for the entire day.
All right, thanks, Addie. 6:47. Stick around. The morning sprint is coming up after the break.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can share their picture on TV to celebrate. Thanks for watching News 3 Now this morning.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Today, you can turn your home into a university.
University, and you can turn a lasting career into reality. With Herzing University, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields, anytime, online. Herzing is recognized, accredited, experienced, and transfer-friendly, with more than 90% student satisfaction. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into with Herzing University.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can take away so much. But today, there's a combination of 2 immunotherapies you can take first. One that could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy is for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread and that tests positive for PD-L1 and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It's the first and only approved chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works together in different ways to harness the power of the immune system. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more days, more nights, more beautiful weekends, more ugly sweaters, more big hugs, more small outings. Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to attack normal organs and tissues in your body and affect how they work. This may happen during or after treatment is ended and can become serious and lead to death. Some of these problems may happen more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. See your doctor right away if you have a new or worse cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, extreme tiredness, weight changes, constipation, excessive thirst, changes in urine or eyesight, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing, fever, or tingling in hands and feet. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant or lung, breathing, or liver problems. Here's to a chance for more together time, a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all involved in our clinical trials.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-936-5735. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-936-5735.
Connect with News 3 Now on Facebook Messenger.
Welcome back, 6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Aaron Rodgers making some history yesterday. He now joins an elite group of quarterbacks who've thrown 400 career touchdown passes. And he's done it the fastest. Rodgers was only 3 touchdowns away from the milestone before yesterday's game against the Eagles. The record-breaking pass came in the 3rd to Davante Adams. Rodgers now joins Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, and Phillip Rivers. Packers cap it all off with a win 2 at Lambeau, 31-16.
Developing right now, President Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, is hospitalized with COVID-19. The Associated Press reports he was admitted to Georgetown University Medical Center in Washington overnight. President Trump announced Giuliani's diagnosis on Twitter yesterday. Giuliani later tweeting that he's feeling good and thanking people for their prayers. The 76-year-old has been exposed to the virus on several occasions while defying guidance to wear masks. He attended a hearing at Georgia's Capitol on Thursday where he talked without a mask for several hours.
Nearly 85% of Californians are now under stay-at-home orders this morning. NPR reports businesses will face strict new closures and gathering bans for anyone outside of your household. ICU capacity fell below that 15% threshold last week, which triggered the orders. The closures will be in effect through at least Christmas. Meanwhile, hospitals, clinics, and doctors' offices are still facing personal protective equipment shortages. The issue isn't just with an increased demand, but also with prices. Smaller hospitals and clinics can't afford the gloves and masks needed to keep staff safe, so they're now looking at secondary markets. Right now, the biggest shortage is with gloves. One of the world's biggest PPE providers says gloves feel like masks did several months ago, and that the availability just isn't there.
CVS is hiring more people as it prepares to vaccinate millions of Americans for COVID. In an email to customers, CVS is hoping to find pharmacists, nurses, and pharmacy techs to help give out the vaccines. CVS and other pharmacies like Walgreens and Rite Aid will be some of the places where the vaccine will be available. The bipartisan group of lawmakers behind the new COVID relief bill says the final details should be out by the end of the day. The group hopes the bill will pass both the Senate and the House. It'll be the first major stimulus package since the pandemic started in March. Congress also has until Friday to pass legislation to prevent a government shutdown.
The Biden transition team is set to get its first defense intelligence briefings today. President-elect Biden has said the Pentagon blocked his team's access to DoD agencies previously. Pentagon officials have said the delay is because of the transition team's organization. Now, the election has been decided, and President-elect Joe Biden will be the 46th president of the United States, but some Trump supporters still aren't accepting those results. Some of them will gather at the Capitol in Wisconsin today in protest. MyPillow creator Mike Lindell will lead the Demand Election Integrity protest. It's happening on the East Main Street corner of the Capitol at noon today. An Eventbrite page says it will last until 1:30.
Flags in Wisconsin will be at half-staff today to commemorate Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Today marks the 79th anniversary of Japan's surprise attack on Hawaii. The theme of this year's commemoration focuses on the Marines and the soldiers who defended Oahu and the civilians caught in the crossfire. The Pearl Harbor attack, which President Franklin Roosevelt called a day which will live in infamy, pushed the U.S. into World War II.
A gluten-free brand is recalling some of its bread and bagels because there could actually be gluten in them. Mountain White Bread and Everything Bagels by Canyon Bakehouse are the impacted products. Gluten can, of course, cause some bad reactions in people with celiac disease. You might hear some loud noises at night this week when the 115th Fighter Wing of the Air National Guard does night training flights. F-16 fighter jets will be taking off or landing until around 10 p.m. That runs Monday through Thursday this week.
If you drive a Kia, make sure it's not one of these that has a risk of engine fire. The company says 300,000 models from 2011 to 2015 are being recalled. Kia is working on a software update to make sure this gets fixed. Dealers can replace your engine if an inspection finds a problem. And you might have to find a new radio station to listen to your kids with. Radio Disney shutting down after 25 years. Radio Disney started back in 1996 and has been a favorite of teens and preteens for all that time. It's helped boost the careers of young artists like Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, and Ariana Grande. The station will shut down at the beginning of next year.
6:55 and a check of the roads as you head out on this Monday. No major issues out there on all of the major highways in the Beltline right now. No crashes to report, just a couple of delays popping up along East Washington Avenue and Park Street near West Washington in the downtown area. As you move around the metro, as you head in right now, your interstate and Beltline drive times and speeds looking good. That's your First Warn traffic.
And your First Warn weather starts with cloudy skies this morning across the entire Badger State. Here's a look at our current conditions. Temperatures are starting out pretty close to 30 in all locations. It'll be a slow warm up today with those clouds sticking around. As you head out the door, you don't need the sunglasses today. Temperatures will top at 39 degrees later on this afternoon.
Have a great Monday, folks. Enjoy it. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, 4:30 sharp. We'll see you then.